too old for this.
I'm glad you're here. I think we've arrived. The cascade, the menhir. We need to take the path leading upwards.
Gardens in the middle of forests? Those elves really like to complicate things.
Stop whining. It's not far now. Cedric told me a beautiful legend about this place.
Legends are almost always beautiful, especially elven ones. The reality often leaves a lot to be desired.
Well, Cedric also said the site itself was something wonderful. The rose must be here somewhere.
I'll look around.
Alden and Cymoril. Cedric said Cymoril eclipsed even Francesca Findabair with her beauty, and Francesca's reputed to be the world's most beautiful woman.
Cedric drinks too much.
He really has visions, you know. He really has the gift. He could learn to control it if he drank less.
Cedric drinks to get rid of the visions, and that's something I understand perfectly well.
Oh my, lovers. Look, it's beautiful. I just don't understand it. How did the elves become so cruel? The one with the scar had so much hatred in him.
Places like this make you realize just how much they've lost. There used to be entire elven cities, and the forests were theirs to enjoy, not to hide in. Humans destroyed that, put them in reservations. Yorvith and his kind are taking revenge. Though not all elves are like that.
Kieran said there's a lot more at stake.
He has his ideal, a certain vision of the world. But do you think there's room for humans in it?
We're practically one and the same.
Wrong, Triss. We've been learning from each other for generations, but we're different at base.
I don't know why I find that awfully sad.
Just like this garden. Beautiful and sad. Triss.
Cymoril's Rose of Remembrance. Legend has it they wilt unless nourished with blood, and also if they're sold. But give it to someone you love, and it'll live forever.
This one's for you.
Oh, Geralt.
I want you to keep it. If there's any truth to the legend, it shouldn't wilt, even if you pluck a petal or two.
Thank you.
This is the statue, Curly. Don't mind us. Imagine the corn we'll get. I won't leave the brothel for a month.
6 weeks even.
Where does that woman get the gold for all this?
I mean, her and the old man, they're buying a new house. And now these statues for the garden. Must be deflooring the treasury. What's a town chancellor do anyway?
It'd be ploughing hard to move.
We'd never shift it in one piece. I know. We'll break off the legs, the heads, remove it in bits.
Break off your own head, clown.
Shut your trap, cunt.
Kill them! Watch out!
Incredible what the N-Shade built before human ships ever appeared in the Pontar Delta. Elves possess a sensitivity humans can't ever hope to acquire. We're trapped. Looks like we're stuck. Well, there must be another way out of here. Why are you looking at me that way? Do I have something on my face? What's going on in that head of yours, Witcher?
Oh, you know. Stuff. You could use a bath.
So could you.
A witcher's blade. Letho comes here to think.
Well, he's not here now, so we've no reason to stay.
The Dwan stole the story of Eldon and Cymoril, but they now steal our roses of remembrance. A more silly and shallow tale I've never heard. An enchanted wood, a beautiful elven couple living within. A handsome human prince arrives, riding a milk-white stallion. Bloody Dwan. We Enshe remember how it was. Limitless devotion, passion, commitment, and sacrifice. Legend has it the lovers' sighs are enchanted within these very stones, though only those in love can hear them.
Singing bushes, jabbering stones, elven hogwash. Well, I'm buggers.
We should take walks more often. For a while there, I forgot all about Flotsam, the Scoia'tael, the Kingslayer, the whole world, really.
Nice to know I still have that power.
I need time to devise the spell. It could take as much as a few days.
Mm-hmm.
What do you plan to do while you wait?
I'm going to meet Yorvith.
Well, don't get yourself killed. That'd be pretty stupid now.
What are you getting at?
You're about to recover your memory, which will give you a whole new perspective on things. We'll learn what happened to Yennefer.
Uh-huh. And you expect me to drop everything and tell Roach, hey, it's been great, but I've got places to go and people to find?
You know, you could. I mean, you don't really owe him anything. I'm just afraid you'll get caught up in something and you won't be able to back out. Yorvith's a sly old elf. He's been fighting humans for a full century at least. This Letho is no common bandit either. And I shudder to think who put him on the warpath. It's a mire, Geralt. Deep and hungry, and it could swallow you whole before you know it.
It possibly already has.
I want you to know that I'm prepared to travel to the end of the world with you to save Yennefer. I owe you that. I owe her that. I'm prepared to drop everything. The trappings of court life, politics, the regicides. I could even live at Kaer Morhen. It's up to you.
Triss.
Let me finish. I can only say this once. If you want to go alone, I'll understand. And I won't try to persuade you otherwise.
If all goes well, I'll catch the Kingslayer before you finish preparing the spells.
And if it doesn't go well?
Triss, do you really expect me to spend 2 days at the tavern drinking with the locals while Letho's out there taking control of a Scoia'tael unit?
No, but what will you do? What if Yorvith scoffs at your news? What if he says Letho's escaped and no one knows where to find him? Will we go? Will we leave the regicide to Roach and continue with our own lives?
I really would like to go, but I need to clear my name. Foltest's men and bounty hunters of all kinds would never let it go. We'd be fugitives, and that's not a life I'd want for me or for you. Besides, I'd feel as if I'd given up when there was still something to do. I'd feel like I fled, and as I see it, we haven't lost yet.
Whatever your decision, I want you to know you can count on me. I need a few days to prepare the spells.
I need to talk to Zoltan about Yorvith. It's not a closed conversation. We'll talk again, but only after I've settled things with the Kingslayer.
Geralt! Geralt!
There you are. Is everything all right?
This is nice.
What a beautiful place.
Very.
How'd you find us?
Finding those I seek is a speciality of mine. Now, let's get out of here. The Scoia'tael are out in droves. What's going on, Geralt?
found a patient's chart in the ruins of the hospital.
You mean the burned-down insane asylum?
They committed him to the asylum because he'd insisted he'd been a prisoner of the Wild Hunt. He claimed he'd been in a world without humans, where he'd seen herds of unicorns. He managed to return to our world after a year, only to find his children had died of old age. Following this, Vernon, it means he'd been to a world where time flows a lot slower. A little town deep in the forest, terrorized by Scoia'tael. You should be in your element, Roach.
Flotsam isn't just any old town, Geralt. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, and Edern. The largest kingdoms in the north. Know what they all have in common?
The Pontar Valley, a strip of land they've been battling over for generations.
Exactly. And here's Flotsam, on the border between Temeria and Edern, with Kedwin lying in wait just the other side of the marshes.
At the very edge of the Pontar Valley.
Stuck in the middle like a candle up the arse.
The North's most important trade routes meet here. Every caravan has to come through Flotsam, and anyone who wants to place their cargo on a boat on this section of the river has to bear Laredo in mind.
They say Henselt of Kedwin has gathered an army and is heading for Vergen. The Pontar Valley will be on fire soon, while we, Geralt, are sitting in Flotsam, the gateway to the valley.
I'd like to believe it's pure coincidence and the killer just followed the squirrels here.
Naive, to say the least, Witcher.
Laredo wants the Scoia'tael gone for good. He didn't say anything specific, but in his mind's eye, he saw them on the prison barge already.
Jorvet's outsmarted bigger fish than the Commandant.
Laredo's got something going with Sheila, so I'd take him seriously if I were you.
You never know. Maybe the sorceress hunts more than monsters.
I questioned Kieran, Jorvet's second in command.
Where is the bastard?
I get the feeling he's dead. Just landed on the Isle of Avalach. I've been to that island, Vernon. I remembered something while talking to Kieran. I was there with Yennefer. She gave her life to save mine.
Did you remember the crossing? How you got there?
With Suri's help.
Interesting.
What I find interesting is how a master spook like you has no idea what happened to me over those 5 years. 5 years, Roach. That's enough time to topple a monarchy twice.
First off, my responsibilities do not include the surveillance of dead witches. And second...
Spit it out.
Unconfirmed rumors. I've never taken action based on them.
I need something. Scraps, even. So you need to tell me everything you know. Even things you think might sound ridiculous.
3 years back, Fen got a missing persons case. Someone was abducting young people, aged 10 to 20. Now, the case went cold because no one agreed to testify. Except for one woman. Considered insane because she insisted the Wild Hunt had made off with her son. And she claimed she'd learned of this from an old man who was pursuing the cavalcade. He resembled a skeleton more than a man. White hair. 2 swords on his back.
The Wild Hunt is a riddle. A riddle that will restore my memory, if I can just solve it.
As I see it, you're more likely to learn about the hunt from the insane. Not a reasonable man out there can teach you a thing. You might visit that asylum in the woods. Or what's left of it.
You'll get a chance to show your mettle. If we're to capture Foltest's murderer, we'll have to clash with the Scoia'tael.
I sent the boys out into the woods. Tough going, too dense. My scouts got ambushed and barely escaped.
It's no picnic hunting elves in the forest. Tell me something I don't know.
My people saw the Kingslayer again. He knows we're here, but he's not even trying to escape. Seems he's waiting for something.
I think it's our move. So long, Roach. I know you. I can see you're dying to ask me. What is it?
All right, fess up. What happened to Foltest?
Want to know the version that is yet to make it to Flotsam? The king died in mysterious circumstances. The Witcher Geralt, his sword covered in blood, was discovered standing over his corpse.
Did you kill him? This'll stay between us, I promise.
The killer escaped before I could get him. I'm being set up.
So what are you gonna do? Run around swinging your sword hoping the killer walks into range?
I don't have to. The killer's in the forest with the Squayatel, and he knows I'm here. We'll find each other.
Geralt, please don't do anything stupid. Don't stick your neck out. If Laredo finds out you were involved in Foltest's assassination...
The Wild Hunt's not a legend. I can prove it.
How so?
I found a manuscript whose authors contend that our world is not the only one where there's life. They also believe stars are not just twinkling points.
You want to tell me that somewhere up there, I'd find other Geralts, other dandelions living, breeding, and... Shame we can't meet up.
Exactly. The manuscript says vast distances are the main problem. A normal human would run out of lifetime before he got to any of those other worlds.
Besides which, you'd have to have something that could fly.
The manuscript's authors claim the Wild Hunt has found solutions to both problems. The cavalcade travels between the worlds.
Sounds a little like the ravings of a drunk dwarf. But who knows?
I need to find out. The manuscript mentions someone named Morton Collis, who devoted his life to observing the hunt. Maybe I can get my hands on his research. Any news?
Triss has sniffed something out. Apparently, there are prisoners on the barge in the port. Squirrels, no less.
I spoke to the Commandant. The future hardly looks bright for the non-humans in Flotsam.
That fucker's only waiting for an excuse. One small provocation by Yorvith and he'll attack us.
How do you know?
Heard it by chance. Saw him walking through the port one night, talking to himself, the batty bastard. He mentioned a new order and a world for humans only. He laughed and shouted curses at the prison barge. The scum is up to something. Yorvith must sense it. He's doing everything not to provoke Laredo, but his Scoia'tael might have a different opinion and less restraint.
Zoltan, I need to ask you a favor.
Shoot.
I heard you know the local Scoia'tael.
You heard? Meaning some goat's arse in a helmet hollered it out in the market square.
I need some way to get to this Yorvith.
You know, I don't want you thinking I'm all chummy with the Scoia'tael. And Yorvith detests me. Why would you want to see him anyway?
He knows where the Kingslayer is.
Yorvith? And here I always thought him a common thug. All right. No reason to sit on our arses. Come on. You can tell me everything on the way.
Lead on, Zoltan.
Tell me, who said I have contacts with the Scoia'tael?
Laredo.
What the...
That's why he wanted to hang you? For making deals with the squirrels?
What? I met a few, yes, but made no fucking deals.
What about their leader?
They say Yorvith's mad, but the Scoia'tael are at his beck and call. Sod knows what he wants.
Hope he'll tell me what it is.
Tell you what, of two evils, Laredo's the bigger prick.
Because he almost hanged you?
Because he stirs up the locals against non-humans. And there's word he's colluding with Kedwin.
What's his angle?
Greed! King Hensel would gladly annex more land and grant Laredo privileges. Come on, we've got a long way to go. We need to go deeper into the forest. I hope they didn't change the password.
You know their password. What are you playing at, Zoltan?
All right. The Scoia'tael asked me to command their units.
No wonder Laredo wanted you hanged.
They may have asked, but I didn't accept the fucking offer. This is it. I was due to meet them here.
I know. They're aiming arrows at us.
What? Geralt, I know full well you're always vigilant, but quit poking fun at me.
Give them the password.
What them?
Hurry up, they're edgy.
Kierkegaard!
Stop bawling. What do you want?
Countersign.
Heidegger. I asked you a question.
Take us to Yorvith.
Why?
If we wanted to speak with you, we wouldn't ask for your leader.
Yorvith won't talk with you.
You don't know that.
Leave while you're still able.
The two of you won't scare us off.
There are 4 more in that tree.
How do you know?
I can hear them breathing. One's sick or on Fistek.
How?
He's wheezing.
What? You elfin cock's gone soft?
We just want to talk to Yorvith.
Wait at the clearing. The dwarf knows where. We'll let Yorvith know.
Make sure you do. Come on, Geralt. I know what those elven place of ground. Been there once.
Shit, you... What are you talking about?
We're here. That creature prowls down there.
Right where we're supposed to meet Yorvith.
Exactly. Any ideas?
I last fought an Ericus some time ago.
I never had the swiping pleasure. Not that I mind.
Wait here.
What are you... Think me a limp prick? This is the place the elves mentioned.
That thing approaching us is now.
I'll leave it to you, Geralt. Monsters are not my specialty.
Damn monsters.
A lovely show, Gwynblade. But tell me, was it worth it? An uneven fight and certain death await you anyway.
I could ask you the same thing.
What do you want, Batgun? Speak quickly before I kill you both.
Let Sultan go, Yorvith. You have me.
I have you both. A witcher apparently seeking an ugly death, and a dwarven traitor spitting on the honor of his folk.
Know what I spit on, you divot? On you, bloody squirts, riffraff, killing innocent men.
Innocent men? So agitated when you shout that, it's even funny.
I want the Kingslayer. Letho. The man whose crimes I'm accused of.
If you hadn't become Foltest's lackey, you wouldn't have been there when he was murdered. Do you really expect me to betray a useful ally?
Letho betrayed you. He wanted to make a deal with your comrade, Kieran.
Kieran Ep Esnillan is dead. 2 weeks ago, his warriors were ambushed and killed. You should invent better lies, Gwynblade.
He's on the barge, wounded but alive. He turned Letho down, and his unit paid the ultimate price.
If you speak the truth, Letho will die. But words alone are not enough.
What's your angle, Yorbith?
You wouldn't understand.
Hiding in woods, killing berry pickers, eating roots.
We live by our own rules, doing what's necessary to attain our goal.
So it's pride that keeps you sneaking around woods and sleeping in ditches. You've fallen low, Enshay.
Watch your words, Gwynblade.
What is your goal?
What's it to you, Geralt? Esseth, fatgun. You tell me to stuff it up my arse.
Not everything deserves that fate. My life now depends on your whim, so I'm curious.
Then listen well. The 2 dead kings were whoresons who damned their own children to stay in power. But in the East, there's someone truly deserving of a crown.
So the hired assassin turned out to be a traitor?
It's his word against yours.
For now. Why do you trust him? Because he's a Dwan who agreed to do shady work for you?
He did what had to be done. He proved nobody's untouchable.
You attack and murder the people of Flotsam, forgetting that elves and dwarves live among them.
That's no life. They've been stripped of self-respect, forced to live and die by human laws. They're more Dwan than you, Geralt.
You still trust this assassin?
You may be lying.
If I'm lying, so did Kieran.
We'll investigate it for his sake. We shall see how Letho reacts to your sensational news.
Where is he?
The ruins of Kelmawed. For some reason, he likes the place. My unit will cover us. Ready?
Why did you want Foltest dead?
He might have appeared charming, but in reality he allowed the elder races in Temeria to be oppressed. He was like old Dwan, but his death has more significance.
Let's meet there. I have something to take care of first.
Farewell, Gwynblade. Just don't try any tricks.
Came here together, we're leaving together.
No, Zoltan. Your presence might raise suspicions.
As you wish. Just don't get slaughtered.
We need a ruse. Tell Letho you've captured me and want to hand me over to him.
And you?
I'll be unarmed, hands bound. If you're not lying, his reaction will confirm it. I don't trust you, of course. My warriors will cover us. If you try anything stupid...
I get it.
I don't think so. Do anything stupid and they'll tie you down on an anthill, face-coated with honey. You'll scream so loud even the storm riders will hear you.
Are you always so grandiose? We could just tell Letho to own up.
I'd fail men here yet, then, Veda.
Conquer with courage rather than strength.
Exactly. Let's go. My warriors observe us. One wrong move and you're a dead one.
Geralt of Rivia, what's the meaning of this?
I'm here to negotiate.
Yorveth, the woodland fox, caught at last. I underestimated you.
Who are you?
You really don't remember?
I'm sick of that question.
So it's true. And here I feared that you would ruin it all. I am Letho of Gullet. I'm a Kingslayer.
Joke's over. Unbind me.
Tell me who you're working for, and the elf is yours.
We work for ourselves.
We?
The Kingslayers.
Demavend? Foltest? Who else? Who the hell are you?
We've met, Geralt. Do you remember?
No.
I'll never forget it. You saved my life. White Wolf. We fought side by side. Now we'll cross blades. This wouldn't be necessary if I'd killed Yorveth first.
Surret and orcs will drown in their own blood.
Oh, I don't think so. My men will finish their task long before the Scoia'tael in the Pontar Valley realize you're dead.
Surret and Ox. Who are they?
Kingslayers, the Scoia'tael are assisting in the Pontar Valley, in Upper Edirn.
I wondered what a human was doing among the Scoia'tael.
My enemy's enemy is my friend. Know the same? The Scoia'tael are my brothers in vengeance.
You killed Foltest. You'll answer for that.
You're the only one who saw it happen. You'll do the answering.
This doesn't need to end in blood. Tell me everything.
Enough of this farce! Vedrai, Enlay!
What game are you playing?
One that you just lost.
Give me my sword. Die!
I have to kill you. Try it, but I'm no king. Such a pity we're on opposite sides. I see you still know how to fight. Why do you hound me? They think I killed Foltest. It's your own fault for playing soldier boy. Congratulations. Good. You fight well. But you were better. The muscles were no good. One thing the wild hunt couldn't change.
A witcher and a few elves are enough to kill a king?
You've no idea how many people were eager to help us.
You really think they will all keep quiet?
Yorveth's time is running out. The others will be judged and condemned for sowing chaos.
So, why?
You were one of us, Geralt. You saved us. Now we're even. Your witch is good with magic. Think she'll be able to teleport me to Edirn. If she behaves, I won't harm her.
I'll find you.
See you in Edirn, then.
Where's Roach?
We killed a few of his men. The rest ran. Is Letho dead?
On his way to Flotsam.
How do you know?
He wants to find Triss.
Kill him. Before he contacts the others.
You shouldn't have trusted a Dwan. Let's go.
We can't go there, Geralt. The garrison.
Of course. I forgot what kind of warriors you are.
Mess Tere, Gwynblade. Good luck.
Halt!
What's happening?
A riot. Gates closed until further notice.
Who'd be bothered by a witcher within the town walls?
We were too good to you. Right. Come in, White One. Fattened yourselves on our toil. Look, lads, another freak! What do you want?
Leave the dwarf alone. He's done you no harm.
Right, he's our neighbor.
We best go home, folks.
Thanks, Witcher. If not for you, I'd be a dead dwarf.
Hide. The humans have gone mad.
A hero, eh?
You're killing innocents!
Innocents? Who was it that slaughtered...
Geralt! And now, good people, return to your homes before you taste a witcher's blood. So what'll it be, innkeeper?
They killed my son. Damned elves. I want their blood for that.
These elves had nothing to do with your son's death. Don't shed their blood.
Now that you mention it, yeah, leave them be. Go home, folks.
Thank you, Gwynblade. We'd be dead if not for you.
The sooner we flee, the better.
Take care. Who opened the gates of hell?
I don't have any proof, but my coin's on Laredo. Rulers are always looking for a way to cover their mistakes and failures. And the mob always loves a circus, whether merry or bloody. This town will never be the same. A time of disdain has come.
How did the rioting start?
They say it's revenge for those soldiers who died following Roach. But they were just thugs on Laredo's pay. Almost no one misses them. Spontaneous riot my ass. Laredo's staying out of it, keeping his hands clean. But his thugs are inciting the mob. I've seen several soldiers in civilian garb leading it. But you won't find any proof against the Commandant.
I don't intend to. Why don't the guards do anything?
Why would they? The squirrels slaughtered their cronies, and Laredo hasn't given them any orders.
We need to find Triss.
Last I saw her, she was on her way to meet Sheila in her rented quarters at the inn. I told Triss about the megascope Zoltan's been building.
Let's go. There's no time to lose.
I was lucky enough to get the key to Sheila's nest. Incidentally, for a big woman, the innkeeper's wife is surprisingly nimble. Come on!
What sort of freak is that? It's that sorcerer.
Leave them alone. They've done you no harm.
Right, they're our neighbours. Let's go home, lads.
Thank you. I just about felt the blades chill between my ribs. We've done them no harm. Why are they so...
Mob's always need a scapegoat after anything. Take care of yourselves. The trading post is still boiling.
I just hope Triss is all right. Not good.
Don't just stand there. We need to look for clues. Sheila's bodyguard. His neck's broken. No wounds. So that's not his blood.
Triss enters, breaks the guard's neck, then wounds herself? That's stupid.
What a mess. Somebody had a good time in here. Trashed everything.
I don't get it. Someone else had to be here.
A lot of blood. Too much. Dandelion, look.
What is it?
A peephole. Someone might have been spying.
The brothel's behind that wall. Maybe the madam saw what happened.
Let's go.
Your very existence is an insult to the gods.
Come back later. We're closed. They've killed one of my girls.
It's Derai, Geralt. That was her room.
What happened?
They murdered her. Yesterday, they loved her, drank wine with her, told her she's pretty. Today, 5 of them came, drunk on blood, screaming filth.
She had a client at the time?
No, she was with me. What are you looking at? I was consoling her.
I was hoping you knew what happened in the next room. I noticed a peephole. But if you were busy...
We were, until we heard voices beyond the wall. Sheila normally cast spells that blocked both sight and sound, but there was nothing like that this time. We started peeping. Me first. I saw that redhead, Triss Merigold, and Cedric, our drunkard ex-squirrel. The redhead approached the magic mirror and said, let's see who our Ice Queen's been talking to recently.
She meant Sheila.
Even I figured that out. She waved her hands, shouted an incantation, and a man appeared in the room, mighty ugly. Derai was so scared, she squealed. When I finally got Derai out of the way, a different figure was in the room, a woman Triss called Philippa.
Greetings, Philippa.
Triss, you're looking nice. Why are you using Sheila's megascope? I can't believe she approved it. That's like using her toothbrush.
Sheila's oblivious to it. Why did Sheila come to Flotsam?
It's a delicate matter. We need someone at Henselt's court, but he hates sorceresses.
I know.
Henselt's only son died in a hunting accident 3 years ago. The king has failed to sire more offspring, in spite of trying incessantly. Sheila claims she can heal the king's faulty apparatus, but needs very rare ingredients.
Which she intends to harvest from the Cairn.
Exactly. This way a sorceress will have the king's ear again.
That's all I know, really.
Dandelion, any idea who Philippa is?
Philippa Eilhart, sorceress counselor to King Radovid of Redania. A grand mistress of the world's most fetid cuisine. Politics. She's amoral in a crystalline way, so devoid of conscience that she's a phenomenon. Rumor is she's out of favor at the Redanian court, which if true, she probably arranged herself in order to leave the capital.
What happened to Triss?
I don't know. I already told you about the only conversation I heard. just before those murderers came. They kicked me and stabbed her eye. But I heard fighting from the other room. The sorceress was screaming. When the murderers left, searching for other victims, I peered outside. Thought I saw Cedric sneaking through the alleys towards the forest. He was staggering.
Thank you, Margot. I owe you.
Witcher, wait. Give this to Yorveth.
A letter?
The names of Durai's killers. He'll understand.
You're spying for Yorveth?
I help him from time to time. Just give him the letter.
I'll try, but I can't promise anything. Dandelion, wait here for me. I'm going to find Cedric. Cedric's blood. I just need to follow it.
They're really...
Quick! What's the hurry?
Oh.
Headmill, Gwynblade. I no longer feel the pain. Always wanted to die among trees.
Cedric, what happened?
Triss asked me for help. I killed the Dwarven guarding the door, and we broke in. Again, I killed a Dwarven.
I know. Where's Triss?
A Witcher came in. Attacked us. I tried to protect Triss. He was fast. Too fast for me. He hit Triss before she could cast a spell. He knew how to fight a sorceress. Then he ordered her to activate the megascope. He needed to get to Edirn, near the dwarven town of Bergen. Triss said it was madness, that she didn't have the coordinates. He gave her a strange look, threatening. Better give it your best. You're going first, with me right behind you. Then I passed out. When I woke, they were gone. I knew I was dying. The forest called me.
Why, Cedric? Why did you get involved?
Why did you? Sometimes we must. Have I told you about my visions? That's why I drink. It helps. I'm safe in a mist of vodka. See nothing, feel nothing.
Cedric, calm down.
But now I see clearly. You need to regain your memory. Only then will you understand who's killing Crowned Dwan. And why.
How can I get it back?
In Edirn. In a place tainted with dark magic. Where ghosts of the fallen will fight a great battle. Save their souls, and your memory will return. What's happening? The forest. I feel a presence.
They come to bid you farewell.
My forest. Raphael, Gwynblade. Farewell.
Geralt, where have you been?
The Kingslayer, damn it. I almost had him.
He fled.
Teleported to Edirn.
What? How?
He forced Triss to cast the spell.
Shit.
Roach sent me to find you. We're setting off. He's learned something new.
The Scoia'tael are also up to something big.
What's Roach planning?
He went off on Laredo, so it must concern the Commandant. It's something important.
What are the Scoia'tael planning?
They want to storm the barge and they need your help.
When did you join the Scoia'tael, Zoltan?
It's not like that. They're taking the prisoners to Drakenberg. A special prison for non-humans. Bloody monument to human hatred.
I'll talk to them. Maybe Roach or the Scoia'tael can finally be useful.
Yorvith awaits you, Dwan.
Where is he?
He forced Triss to teleport them both to Edirn.
No. The Scoia'tael in Edirn will pay for my stupidity with their lives.
Elias, ready the unit to march. You'll leave immediately.
There was a massacre in Flotsam. The streets run red with your brethren's blood.
I know. That's why I need your help.
You want me to murder humans at your side?
I wish death upon every one of those Dwan. But that's not the point. Upper Edirn is our goal.
Why Upper Edirn?
The Pontar Valley is a juicy piece of meat beset by hounds.
The Scoia'tael bite hardest.
It's our land. Our forefathers' land. I'm no bandit, Gwynblade. I lead a great army.
It sounds like you want to establish an elven state.
There is already an elven state. Dol Blathanna.
Francesca Findabair rules there.
Rules? She merely carries out Nilfgaardian orders. We want a truly free state, where an elf could visit a human inn. A land where humans could enter the forest without fear.
And you plan to be king? King Yorvith I?
I've already told you. I know the head the crown would fit. We merely have to place it there.
Whose head is it?
One who believes in integrity, honesty, and honor. A person who won't sell out to Nilfgaard for a few florids. A woman named Saskia.
Is she your fiancée?
Don't mock me, Gwynblade.
It sounds like she's more important to you. Not just a woman whose head would fit the crown.
You'll understand once you meet her. Soon the whole world will hear of the Virgin of Edirn. A woman blessed with extraordinary courage.
Has she proven her courage, or is that just talk?
She defeated a dragon.
You said you're going to Vergen.
True.
Why go to a dwarven town?
Henselt and his army have pitched camp on the right riverbank. The Virgin and a sorceress gather reinforcements to defend Edirn.
Which sorceress?
Philippa Eilhart.
What's a Redanian sorceress doing in Edirn?
Only she can reveal that.
What does the leader of an army expect of me?
That you accompany me to Edirn. Perhaps you'll find your sorceress there. You'll certainly find someone who will soon change the balance of power in the north.
That's 2 days' travel on foot. You'll never make it in time.
I have a plan.
What plan?
First, you must agree to help us.
I need to know more before I decide.
No, Vatgern. You helped me with Letho. That's the sole reason we're speaking. We may both be pursuing the same son of a bitch, but I haven't forgotten the company you arrived in. Make your choice now. I'll let you go if you refuse. I couldn't do that later.
Count me in. We'll get Letho together.
Excellent. We've no time to lose. We need to capture the prison barge.
You want to enter a town where they're massacring elves? I take back what I said. You're not grandiose. You're mad.
My mother claimed likewise. At last.
The trading post is in turmoil. You sure this is a good idea?
We'll not enter the town. We'll divide the unit. Take my best scout and attack from the harbor. I'll sail downriver with the others. Most of the guards should be at the trading post.
So we're benefiting from the massacre?
Not the way I'd put it, but yes.
Right. The harbor could still be dangerous.
What did you expect, a tea party?
It's not that. We should trick them, as we did Letho.
We can't expect any support in the harbor.
But most of the guards are at the trading post. There's only a handful to deal with on the barge.
Fine. They'll be dead before they can reach for their swords.
Then we can signal the others.
None will get away this time. All right, let's do it your way. Skoyatal, Evelian! Vryed!
Vryed!
Follow me! This is the place.
We have to get past the gate.
Piece of lembas.
What?
Nothing, Dwan. Lead.
Halt! Who goes there?
The Witcher. I've captured an elf.
Some catch. That's Yorvith. Dorito'll piss himself with joy.
He ordered me to take him to the barge.
Ha! We're about to sink that heap.
Right here?
What? And foul the water? No. We'll drown them down river.
Let's go.
Yorvith's been caught. Close the gates tight. I don't want a flea slipping through.
Want to hear something funny?
The Witcher's a hero!
I made life for these Dwan a living hell, yet I've never been here before.
Kill the elf!
Now that you see the hell you hope to create, what do you make of it?
They see me for the first time as well, yet I sense not a hint of
Hooray!
remorse. I suppose not. They wish to watch me die, and I wish to watch them die. It's the way
They've got your back.
The other side of the coin. A concept devised by
They've got
philosophers
your
and
back.
who have never set foot in Flotsam, or any place like it.
No one's going to die today, Yorvith. But the Commandant's paid lackeys.
They've got your back.
Oi, where are you taking that elf?
It's Yorvith. Larita ordered me to put him on the prison barge.
Fuck me, Yorvith himself. The son of a bitch shot me brother. Mind if I settle the score a little?
All right, have your fun, but make it quick.
That's for my brother, elven bastard.
Did you see that little Dwan whore? I like his kind best. Killing them is like pulling weeds. Strangely relaxing. They might have gotten suspicious if you resisted longer.
Think so? I just want a little diversion.
I think you'll find just that on the butt.
Where might you be going?
I'm taking Yorvith to the barge. Larita's orders.
Oh, all right.
Take those on the left. You go right.
I knew you'd partner with those hate-mongers mutants. Think yourself a hero, do you? Sail away, and I'll burn these sluts alive!
We sail. Our women are prepared to die.
But I'm not prepared to let murder happen. I'm going ashore.
One.
Save the elven women, Witcher!
Commandant Lorito's gone mad.
Where's Laredo?
He's escaped.
Gwynblade! Laredo's calling for reinforcements! We must sail!
The tower's on fire. We have to jump.
Unbind us!
He'll not live long. If the local folk don't hunt him down, someone else will. It's meaningless. You rescued our women. We are indebted.
Help me find the Kingslayer and Triss. We'll be even.
In that case, to Vergen. Prepare to set sail!
Did Vernon Roach sail out of here all right?
He's fine, if that's what you asked. We met and chatted. Imagine that. I wanted him to know that he was only leaving because I let him do so. The Temerian Special Forces, created by Foltest to combat the Scoia'tael after the First War with Nilfgaard. Veterans, professionals, the best of the best. This is the end, Roach. See these emblems? Temerian lilies, that's all I lacked. I've defeated the commanders of all the special forces in the north. Now I shall unite the Scoia'tael.
Finish what you started.
I shan't kill you, Roach. We Enshe never kill the last specimens of dying breeds. Live on and remember who defeated you. Remember he can do so again. Va fail, Vernon Roach.
You're making a mistake, Jorveth. I will find you.
Unfurl the mainsail!
We made it.
This is just the beginning. But you chose the right side, and I'm pleased.
Wish I could be so sure.
The assassin had had his day. Very true. He'd kidnapped Triss Marigold. It seemed like Foltest's life had not been enough. It seemed like the killer also wanted the monarch's former advisor. There was no time to think. It was time to act. Grabbing Geralt, I embarked on a voyage upriver, deeper into the Pontar Valley. If the elves could be believed, it was there that free folk from all around had assembled beneath Bergen's banners to resist the Kedweni invader. I should mention the exceptional individuals who made up my fellowship for this important quest. I usually get nervous around Scoia'tael. I see them as scoundrels and murderers and find their presence outright unwanted. But I must admit I was glad to have the help of Yorvith and his infamous bunch, who could prove highly helpful. Helpful? That's not nice. Highly useful, then.